Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What Happened This Weekend. Now, we're going to get a little touchy here. This is from The Wrap. Billy Eichner says straight people didn't show up in the wake of Bros opening to just $4.8 million this weekend, with most of the box office coming from LA, New York, and San Francisco. Now, do you know what Bros is? Probably not. Why? Because it's a shitty movie. It's just about some gay dudes. That's all it's about. It's about two white gay dudes. Like, who wants to see that? And that's the problem. That's the main problem here. And he says straight people didn't show up. Bro, for $4.8 million in the weekend, nobody showed up. Nobody. Has nothing to do with the straight people, has nothing to do with the lesbians, has nothing to do with the gays. Nobody went to see your movie because nobody wants to watch that. And it's like it says right there. Most of the box office coming from LA. We know what LA is. New York. We know what New York is. And San Francisco. We know what San Francisco is. Okay. Nobody in the real world wants to watch that shit. So I'm sorry, Billy Eichner. You don't need to blame straight people. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Oh, and I'll finish it with this. The only people that do want to watch that are on Twitter. That's it. From TMZ, Adam Levine took to the stage for the first time since his cheating scandal, and he and his band were met with cheers. See? So he obviously wasn't canceled because people are still there for him. So it obviously wasn't a big deal. And I think something like this, you really have to look at it and you have to understand there's certain people that they couldn't give a fuck what they do. They don't care. Like when people found out that he cheated, who cared? Of course, I cared because we want to make a story about it and I want to make content for you. But do you think people in real life that they're Adam Levine's fans, oh, he cheated? Yeah, he cheated. Oh. And then they don't fucking care. They don't give a shit. And I think that's something that's really, I was going to say telling, but it lets you know. I guess it is. That's the word, telling. You have to understand, these people's fans don't give a fuck what they do, especially with a guy like that. He's got millions of women that adore him. You think that they wouldn't bang him when they know he's married as well? Come on. From BuzzFeed, this movie is weird and perverted and straight garbage. People are outraged by the Marilyn Monroe and JFK scene in Blonde. Here's why. Now, this is a very good rule of thumb. I've said this before. If people on Twitter do not like something, okay, if they don't like it, that means, especially a movie, that means it's probably really, really good. So what I will say is I will tell you, go watch this Blonde movie. And I can guarantee you it's probably going to be really good. And you're going to watch and you'll be like, hey, that was actually really good. I liked it. Why? Because people on Twitter only like the kind of shit that people on Twitter would like. People on social media, people on Instagram, people on Facebook. They're basically all the same thing. Those three, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, they're basically all the same thing. So really, when you read, oh, this movie is weird and perverted and straight garbage. Okay. Well, then that means I'm going to go watch it now because I know people like you, BuzzFeed. Oh, I roasted BuzzFeed yesterday. BuzzFeed, people like you that don't like it, you're telling me that it's probably really good. Because when people like that don't like something, it's a sign. From Pop Bass, Olivia Rodrigo with Addison Rae in new Instagram post. Now, the thing about this is I remember being 22 years old. I know those girls. I don't know them, Rodrigo and Addison Rae. I know those girls. Those are the girls at the party that they do the most coke, the most drugs, anything. They'll do anything. All of them. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. And you can look at both of them. They've probably got some cocaine in their purses. They probably absolutely do. And if they don't have it, somebody close to them has it. Okay, so when you look at that photo, you know, those are the girls that they're like, hey, yeah, can we like get some, well, you didn't put any money in though. Yeah, but still, and the reason that they say that, yeah, but still, it's because they think you want to bang them. So you'll give them some in the hopes that you think they'll bang you. Not me, man. Not me, man. All through all those years, I always had my person that I was gonna go back home to, or I was gonna see after the party. So when girls like that would come up to me, they'd be like, hey, can I get some? Can I get some? No, you didn't put any money in, so no. But really, there's a lot of dudes that they would hear a girl like that looks like that. They'd be like, oh yeah, oh, you want some? Oh, well, you know what? Here's your own. Here, take some of mine and have it, because they're hoping that girls that look like that would bang them. Nah, man. They just want you for your snow, bro. Okay, from Cine Marvelous. Sony picked up the rights for a new Tarzan movie, and it is looking to do a total reinvention of both the character and the intellectual property. Now, all I'm going to say is that they're not going to change that white character into a black one, because they won't have a black man swinging from trees. Next. Okay, from page 6. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher have open-door bathroom policy at home with kids. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about, because as a man that dated a single mother with children, this is something I had to get used to, because the mother of my children would do that with our children before I knew her. So when I got with her and then we moved in together, that was going on. So it's a very big change when you're going to the restroom and you're looking at your phone, and then all of a sudden one of your kids walks in the fucking door and you're like, what are you doing? And then like my son, my oldest, would just be there. And back then he was like 7, because I've known them for like 5 years already. And back then he was like, yeah, no. And he was just talking, and I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on? And then after a while, you get used to it. It starts to become a thing. And then especially because I have a younger one, my youngest son is 1.5 years. If he sees me go to the bathroom, he's going with me. Like he's going to follow me to the bathroom. So when you read this, and Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher have open door bathroom policy at home with kids, that happens. Absolutely. Because any parent anywhere knows when you go in the bathroom and you close the door, what happens? Mommy, what are you doing in there? Why are you in there by yourself? And that's how it is, bro. Okay, look at oh. And then and I didn't do that, by the way. I didn't leave out that name. I didn't do any. Oh, the name's over here. Never mind. I'm gonna bust this woman out. MRAANN. Oh, Annihilator. MRAA Annihilator. And that's her @ and you can see it right there. And that's what they do. These people that they say this stupid shit and then they don't like getting called out on it, they put their tweets protected. Oh, my tweets are protected now because I'm a dumbass and I say stupid shit. Women who falsely accuse men of rape are legends. The real problem with this right here, the real problem is that you have women that genuinely think this way. And when I say that, I know I just said that Twitter is like 90% bots and shit, but that's a real person, man. I mean, they protected their own tweets. That means they had to go and protected themselves. Bots don't do that. They just don't. But still, I think you need to understand, women, and especially women, you need to understand that these type of women exist, and they make you look so bad. That's the truth. Because to say something like that, women who falsely accuse men of rape are legends, and then you go and you get your tweets protected. Not only is that admitting that you don't think you're wrong, but you're trying to keep people away from what you do. So this person genuinely thinks that, and after they got called out on it, they ran and hid like a coward. Men are downright cruel to people they don't find attractive. Women are not. Really. No one gives a fuck about what an ugly has to say. Manhattan, New York. Who's surprised at that? Manhattan, New York. Is that your weight going up on a scale, fat ass? Any man who thinks it's okay to fat shame a woman isn't a man at all. So again, I have to say this again. Feminists, third wave, not feminists like you, this is how they are. It's all about me. It's all about what I want. It's all about what I say. I don't care about what any man says. He better not say anything, but I can say whatever I want, and it doesn't matter if I'm hurting some man's feelings. But if any man who thinks it's okay to fat shame a woman isn't a man at all. And that's because that woman's not even ugly either. You would think she's ugly, just like Amber Heard. She's ugly on the inside. And she's okay, I wouldn't date her or anything. Maybe, probably just like one night stand. But, she's okay. But girls like that, like Amber Heard, like her, Evan Rachel Wood, these people on the outside, they have an exterior where yeah, they do look good, but on the inside, on the inside, it's all dark. From the Daily Mail celebrity, Lizzo stuns in a glittery neon yellow nude illusion bodysuit. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about. I'm convinced now that they only do this kind of stuff to get hate comments from people. But the thing is, let me let you know something. I love that. I love me a big girl. Okay, they were talking about how she played the flute that was James Madison's or something. Bro, I'll bend that woman over and I'll show her the 50 states the way James Madison intended. That's what I'll do. Don't be playing with me. You want to put out Lizzo and talk about, oh, well, you're not supposed to sexualize her. She's a strong, empowered woman. We're trying to show that she's strong and amazing. No. Not me, baby. I like my girls big. Love it. Love it. Don't play with, well, technically all of them. I've had women of all sizes. But you think that you're going to play with me like that? No. I will bend that woman over and I'll show her the 50 states with, again, from Daily Mail celebrity. And we got a story coming up on this woman. This is the only reason I wanted to do this shit. Julia Fox details struggle with ADHD and reveals she smokes marijuana to quiet her OCD. This is the problem that I don't like right now. Everything is, I'm a victim. I have ADHD, and then it only helps if I smoke some weed, and then I feel better with my OCD. I feel sorry for me. No. No, dude. You're rich. I don't care what you're going through. I don't even believe that what you're saying is real. We all know by now that these rich, usually white, entitled women from Hollywood will say anything they have to, Amber Heard. They'll say anything they have to, Evan Rachel Wood. They'll say anything they have to get someone's sympathy and make you feel sorry for them. No. And then she has like blonde or whatever that is, bleached eyebrows. What is that? From Complex Pop Culture, the official poster for Wakanda Forever set to arrive in theaters November 11th. Now, my favorite, this is going to be the last one. My favorite thing about this new Black Panther is you have woke Black Panther fans that they're mad about the fact Chadwick Boseman, right? The Black Panther character isn't going to be recast. They're mad about it and they want to complain the fact that he's not going to get, Black Panther isn't going to get another character. But the thing is, it's funny because the Black Panther woke fans can't complain because the replacement for Black Panther is a woman. So if the woke Black Panther fans start complaining, they'll short circuit their own woke programming because they have to complain that a woman took over the man's role. I love it. I love it. I love when shit like this happens. I absolutely love it. And you can see them if you go. I mean, they do it on Facebook too. I've seen the pages where they're talking about Black Panther on Facebook as well. And you can see them in the comments, the people, and they're losing their mind. And they're like, why didn't Chadwick get recast? Why wasn't Black Panther made into another character? And then other people will comment back and they'll be like, well, yeah, but it's because a woman is taking over the role and you should be happy about that. And then the same person will comment, okay. It's like, okay, well, that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.